Welcome, guys. Now, I know this is video number 2 today. I have found through some of the experiences with YouTube is when you're first starting on a new channel, post as much content as possible. So bear with me. We're gonna go through a bunch of reviews. I've got Oracle decks to review, and I've got 2 books here that I'm going to review. So do bear with me. This video is actually going to be a book review. I no longer have the cover that goes with this book. I've just had it for that long, but I'll flip this so you guys can read it. Archangels 101 by Doreen Virtue. Now, this book, it was interesting. I mean, it was a very good start to studying angels. A lot of her books, if you look up reviews, are very controversial. People like her work, and then other people think that her work is completely bogus, that it's hokey. Hokey, sorry. So, I'm one of those, I'm a big believer in read a book. If it feels right to you, use it. If it doesn't, then go get rid of it. There's used bookstores all over the place. And then you build up credit, or some places will give you money that way. I personally, myself, like this book a lot. Just because the way it was broken down. Most books that I have read, whether digital or from the library, have not been broken down like this. Let me get the beginning here so I can show you. It talks about who the Archangels are. Okay, and they're pretty much their role in interacting with us, which I really like. That it talks about archangels in sacred text, how many archangels there are. I don't really think it says like a specific number. I think she says in there that it depends on the version of the Bible you read, as well as any authors that you read their interpretation of the archangel realm. Then, what I really like is she breaks down the rest of the book by archangel. Like, this is Archangel Michael. Okay? Hopefully I'm saying archangel right. Maybe it's Archangel. I never was really good at enunciating that. And then, right after that, we got Raphael. And it just goes through... Probably should have looked that up before I started the review. This book covers 15 archangels. And that includes the introduction chapter and the afterward chapters. Well, that doesn't include those 2. So there is 17 chapters in all. But you can skip the introduction. You can skip the afterwards. And then after that, she has an appendix. Or 4 different appendices. Let me get to the back here for you guys. Like the first appendix is specialties, and it kind of talks a little bit about, if Archangel Michael, it's a pretty watered down basic, okay, these are the most notable types of things that you can call on Archangel Michael for, such as protection, courage, confidence, safety, life purpose, guidance, fixing mechanical and electronic items. That was really great when I know a lot about computers, but if I get stumped on a problem, I call on him a lot for that. And it goes through all the ones mentioned, and then I think some that aren't mentioned. No, all the ones that are mentioned. And then after that, it kind of talks a little bit about halo colors, which I really don't read too much into that. But the crystals and gemstones associated list, which is right here, I look at that, and I did some cross-references with some of those to make sure that the information was correct. And so far, I haven't found anything that says that that's not right. But I have pretty much ceased that cross-referencing. And then it also talks about astrological signs in the last appendix, and then you get about the author. It's not a very thick book, but there's a lot in here. And I do like this book. It is a good springboard, in my opinion, to starting to study angels, and especially the archangels, because they're very different Some people call them species, some call them race. I like the phrase. They're a different choir. That's another term that's used. They are a choir in and of themselves, and they are vast and few. Vast and far in what they can and can't do. So, a really good springboard book. I would rate this book on a scale of 1 to 5. I would give this book an 8. An 8 out of 5. On a scale of 1 to 10. It's going to be a day. Bear with me. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give this book an 8. It is good, but some of the information as I was reading it, I kind of got that feeling, not so sure on that information kind of feeling. So, 8 out of 10. Good springboard book, especially if you've never worked with Archangels. Or angels before, and you just want to get a general overview idea of the Archangels. Again, big believer in, with any book, any deck, whatever it may be, this is my philosophy, take what feels right and leave the rest. Okay? With a deck, you really can't do that. With a deck, if it feels right to use it, use it. If it doesn't, then just leave it. Especially when buying, and I'll get to some of those videos as well on buying decks and things like that. So, 8 out of 10, Archangels 101 by Doreen Virtue. I will see you next time where we will be reviewing the next book, another book by Doreen Virtue, The Angel Therapy Handbook. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching, comment, rate, subscribe, and have a wonderful day.